You're listening to Headmaster's Corner, a weekly, student-run show on all things SAS, from interviews with our head of school, Carl Scholand, to faculty spotlights, sports, and art features. Headmaster's Corner brings you the lowdown on everything in the SAS and Sewanee community in a short, fun, informational format. If you missed last week's Headmaster's Corner, check out our YouTube at The Voice of the Mountain, where we live stream these episodes. For more information, head to our website, sasradio.org. And now, it's time for Headmaster's Corner. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm DJ Sam I Am.
And I'm DJ Moon.
And I am Lizzie Duncan.
I'm Kira Lomeli.
I'm Tracy Randolph.
So all of you guys have been involved in the radio station before, because not everyone knows this, but the radio station was active in the early 2000s, and then we kind of went idle. It was pretty much just like a jukebox 24/7, and then was it 2021 that Mr. Ankney brought it back?
I think so. I was trying to look up those dates, and because I was a manager during the idle phase, and I think it was mid-21 that he took it over, and I personally was thrilled, and everything that he did has just been fabulous.
Yeah, I think we've greatly benefited from it, and now we have an actual class. Miss Lomeli, do you want to talk about what it was like before?
So I graduated in 2012, and my first radio show was actually with Lizzie Duncan, and we compared songs that came out at different times but were remakes of other songs. And then I did my own show where I talked about Regina Spektor, of Monsters and Men, and then kind of just a mix of other music. And we recorded everything on CDs at the time.
We've been trying to go and find some of the CDs that were used. We haven't had much luck, but we definitely think that's down the line to have a specialty show all about that. What about you, Miss Randolph? Do you want to talk about your previous experiences?
Yes. First of all, I think it was Miss Lomeli who introduced me to Regina Spektor, but that's a side note. I was one of the co-managers of the station who also edited the shows that the students recorded and put them on CD. It was a process of where maybe 10 to 12 students a week, that might be too big, would record a show on their own time. And this is with old equipment. They had to check their levels and all this stuff, and then we had to come in and edit the shows to get them ready to then be burned on the CD so they could play. And we never went live except for the required this is a test of the emergency broadcast system thing that we had to do, I don't know, once a month, Miss Duncan, maybe?
Or at least once a quarter.
Something.
I mean, that's actually why radio was invented, was to do the emergency broadcasting system.
Yeah.
But because those shows were on those little tiny mini discs.
Yep.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. And editing them took a lot of time.
Well, and the first person who ran the station, I worked with him in the advancement office, Jeff Lemon, and he would listen to every single show, start to finish, hours and hours and hours, because he needed to make sure that it was clean and appropriate and all of that stuff as well. And he would listen to it on his way home. He lived in Chattanooga, I think. And then in the office, just constantly listening to the full show. And then you had to record it. There was no voice tracking or popping in and popping out. You recorded the whole show. If your show was half an hour, you were in the studio at least, 45 minutes to an hour?
Which sometimes 45 minutes wasn't enough for some folks to get their shows, especially when they were first learning.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely pros and cons to pre-recorded shows. We do our Wednesday show, that's our Wednesday news segment, and that's gonna air at 4:30 today. But we also go live every Friday with DJ Deep Dives and then we also do this show, and I feel like there's like pros and cons. Like our Wednesday show is like a lot more polished than DJ Deep Dives, and we've certainly had a fair amount of mishaps and such.
Yeah, and then the mishaps are made worse by other people.
Oh, but I think it's a great blend, honestly. I think it's great. And we're human, right? I mean, sometimes the best things can come out of a mishap. So
True.
The pros of doing the recorded shows was that we got to edit out all the mishaps.
Yes.
But that also took a lot of time.
And if you're a perfectionist,
Yeah.
forget it. Because I did a show called Lizzie on the Loose, and sometimes I just would just get, I wanted it to be too perfect, and that's,
Yeah.
I did live radio in Winchester, and, we're not perfect.
Like I'll pre-record some of my morning stuff at home, and like there's so many times where I'm just redoing the same voice track over and over and over because I'll stutter or something.
Yeah.
But it's like it kind of adds to like the live radio aspect of it. Like it adds to like the listener's experience, like you're listening to real people talking to you. So
Right.
I
Do you ever
think
do we should do a call-in show, a live call-in show.
we've been working on that. I know that was something Mr. Ankney was trying to do, but until we get like our own phone line or so to have in here, it's still on the to-do list.
Sure. Goals.
Definitely. So you talked about your show, Lizzie on the Loose.
It's silly, but yes, I did. And I would always try to have a theme, and sometimes the theme was no theme. But I had my intro. I don't know if you know the Hawaii 5-0. Dun, 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 dun. I did that music.
With
So
the
then,
piano.
yep, that everybody knew it was. And then, but that got too long, and so I just got to where it was just a couple of bars, and then I would be done. But like Miss Lomeli said, we do different things. Like I did one hit wonders once, which was really fun, and then we did the different artists back to back. What was that? So like Dolly Parton, I Will Always Love You,
We did,
Whitney Houston,
Thriller by Michael Jackson.
right, Prince,
Yeah.
and so I just would just do a variety. It was mostly just music, but sometimes I had some commentary that I needed to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I always just tried to make it really fun and upbeat, and
Yeah.
don't know if anybody ever listened to it.
I would talk a lot in my first few shows, and then eventually it would be mostly music. And I kind of let the commentary go because I wanted people to have their own opinions about the music.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of what I do in my morning show, where it's mostly music, but like it's all like stuff from my playlist and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I do occasionally bring in like personal opinions and stuff, but most of the time I'll do like facts on like the album and like the recording process, stuff like
Right.
that, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, I used to like try to weave in a lot of trivia that was intertwined in the music that I was playing. Just make it fun, interesting.
Yeah, and like some of my trivia stuff isn't gonna be like related to music. I know like I'll do my odd holidays of the day segment and such, and it's just something to like, you can go tell your friends that it's like National Hot Dog Day or whatever.
Yeah.
Does
I
every
don't
day,
know if
Sam
it's-
I Am, does every day have a holiday associated with it?
Yeah,
Almost, yeah. They have a
Wow.
lot.
there's like I've never had any trouble finding some sort of odd holiday I can talk about.
Co-producer.
Hey, I'm DJ Hope.
DJ Hope has some things to say. No microphone, though. Come over.
Well, no, I do the same thing on my voice tracks for my time during the day. I just researched random what holiday it is. It's the national. You remember we were doing
Yeah,
a voice
yeah.
track together. It was like national of, what was it? Toilet dance or something.
It was like potty dance
Yeah.
or something. I'm not too
The
sure.
one everyone obviously knows about.
Why does this not surprise me? Excuse me, DJ Who. And also, there's always like it's Brian Day, or when is it Lizzie
Yeah.
Day? I want to
Right.
know when it's Lizzie Day.
Let
Oh, you're
me
gonna
search
find.
that
You're
out.
gonna
I
find
am
out.
gonna find
All right,
out.
I'm gonna come in and do a show when it's Lizzie Day.
That would be good. Miss Randolph, did you have any specialty shows or anything?
I had lots of planned specialty shows, most of which I did not get around to recording. One that I think I recorded that aired for a while was called Happy Not Sappy Love Songs. And that was fun.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And then I had a playlist all put together, and maybe I should try to do this now. It was during the Occupy Wall Street movement. I called it Occupy the Airwaves, and I put together a lot of songs about protests and injustice and that kind of thing, mostly from the 60s and 70s, but I don't think I ever got it recorded. So yeah, those are a couple of the ones that I did or wanted to do.
That would be good now, Miss Randolph.
Mm-hmm. It would.
Yeah, there's always been like a couple shows that like I've recorded but just never gotten around to
Mhm.
like editing or airing
Mhm.
on the radio, and it it happens.
Yeah.
But I like to just keep them as like backups or something.
Sure.
And like we have a CD in here where if we need to like restart the computer or something, we'll just put in like
Right.
one of the shows that I've done in the past. And it used to be like a Billy Joel CD, and it like wasn't, it's not in like the regular programming, so like you would know if you hear Billy Joel on SAS
Back to back to
radio.
back. It's
Yeah.
something's going
is
down.
wrong.
The only time Billy Joel is on this radio is if something's wrong.
Aw.
I like Billy Joel.
Billy Joel's getting a bad
Good.
rap.
I know.
I love Billy Joel.
And
So-
that was another, oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
That was another time we had to go live, was when we finally had a good stack, like maybe 10 or 12, maybe more than that, CDs ready that were new shows that hadn't aired, when we had to go off the air. Well, we had to go on the air and say, we're taking a break so we can put in some new shows, and then we would put in something to play on the air while we were changing out the CDs, because they had to be loaded into this huge CD changer. So that was another little practice time of going live that was not fun.
Those CDs, they're here.
They
I have
have
several
to
in
be.
my office, actually, I know. I was a director of alumni for almost 18 years, and I remember having a photo of, and Miss Lomeli, yours is one, your show, so I know that they are around. I'm
it was
going to be on a quest.
It was a mix of mine and Helena's and a few other people, I think.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
have to be
And they
around. There
we
were,
all graduated at the same time, so it was cool.
there
Yeah.
were cases and cases of those things.
Yeah, yeah. So when I was a junior here, we had a really cool history assignment where we had to choose a decade and give a presentation about that decade. And I focused only on like music and movies, which I talked to the teacher about beforehand, and that was all good. And we did like a lot of, For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield, and I can't remember the other ones, but I loved that project. So I'm hoping that eventually I can do something similar, or maybe collaborate with like the history department to do something similar.
Oh, that would be cool.
And that was Mark Brunton. He was my history teacher.
That was on my playlist for Occupy the Airwaves.
I was
Yeah.
going to say that probably did tie
That's what
in
made me
with
think of it
yours.
totally.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we did Christmas shows too. We had like, I don't know how many Christmas CD shows. In fact, somebody wrote me, they listened to our Christmas show up north on like shortwave or short band radio, and that's when I came back and told all of our folks, I was like, people actually do listen to you far, far away. So
That's cool.
you know.
Yeah, I had my Christmas show that was on Christmas from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And I started like recording it at 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve, and I was up all,
Billy Joel, where's Billy Joel?
Call him.
I was up all night like recording it, and it was like Christmas morning, and I hadn't slept at all.
That's a long night.
But
Man.
it was worth it. But you could certainly tell by like when 8 p.m. was nearing, I was definitely starting to lose my mind. I would start talking for like maybe 5 minutes continuously and like have no idea what I was going on
We
about.
should do that for Vinyl-thon this year.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about Vinyl-thon?
Okay. I hope we're gonna. I mean, I asked Mr. Bram, our director, to sign us up for it. But basically, what we're planning on doing if we succeed in signing up, we're gonna run a 24-hour show with only vinyl music, and I'm very excited about it. But like, I still don't know if Mr. Bram gonna sign us up. I'm gonna remind him today, by the way. I should.
Oh, I'll take a slot. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
It'd be really fun. Also, it's like you can sign up for free and win something. So I feel like that's a good opportunity.
Wasn't it like $500 or so?
It's free to sign up.
No, $500
Oh,
was
win?
like the winning.
I don't know actually,
That would be cool.
Fingers crossed.
but
though.
like the requirement is to do at least 1 hour of the show. But if you do at least 24, you have chances of winning something. So, and also I feel like 24-hour show will be pretty fun, where I'll be really tired, but like, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, it's, like we could take shifts and stuff, but I feel like it would be good to have like one person who's here continuously.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, no, I am too.
Why does this not surprise me?
I
can
think
see
my
it.
maximum amount of like no sleep was like maybe a week.
A week?
One whole week.
That's crazy.
I was definitely having
That's-
some hallucinations.
Were you seeing clowns
I
in the
can't even
windows?
get my head around
No,
that.
I can't even do like 24 hours. That's insane. Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it
I've
is.
had insomnia for years. So I'm kind of a pro at this.
Yeah.
But that certainly would be fun. And I'm trying to do something for my birthday. I'm still contemplating whether or not I should announce my birthday on the radio.
You should. Do
But
If
it.
you
it's
want, I will.
personal information just going out to the public. But is what it is. Cause like on our Wednesday news thing, we still announce birthdays at the school anyway, so my birthday's probably
It's
gonna
gonna
get
be there.
announced.
It is. I'm gonna announce it.
Okay.
Well, mine's in May, so just,
Mine's too.
yeah, well, May what?
May 9th.
What's the end of May? 29.
Oh.
When's your
nice.
birthday, Q?
March 26th.
Oh, coming up.
Oh.
Just
Ran up.
Just we're past it, Lizzie.
We're in April.
Oh no.
Oh, hello. Have I slept in the last?
You're like, how long has it been since I slept?
How long has it been?
Actually, I've had a little bit of a cold, so yesterday I was kind of out of
Yeah.
pocket. But
forget.
so it is April. April
Yeah.
Fools.
September.
Oh,
for
Day
me.
of Giving, April 2nd. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, can we do a
That's
plug for
today,
Day
yeah.
of Giving?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go
do
ahead,
it
go
today.
ahead.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I gave Go Ginkgo.
Same.
Go,
Ginkgo.
Ginkgo.
We're all Ginkgos.
Ginkgo.
Woohoo.
I'm not.
Dogwood.
Okay.
But it's okay because my trees always last.
Oh, that's good.
Every year.
White oak or dog?
White oak.
White oak.
Oh, white oak.
White oak
Not
were
every
first
year.
in the. Yesterday they were first. They were leading the amount of money raised.
Yeah, but with the amount of points we're behind, that's gonna do.
Well.
Isn't the head of school in White Oak? Since it's Headmaster's Corner.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think we would be able to, like, get in some,
'Cause
extra points or something.
He's the biggest cheerleader of all.
You can just like give me poison, y'all are fired.
Whoa.
No, we don't do that around here.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
And on that
Sam,
note.
I asked him, Billy Joel, where is it?
It's about to be chapel
Oh,
time.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
this has been great. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank you,
having me.
guys.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you for
you.
coming.
Hopefully, we can do this at some point in the future and try and get some of the CDs. In
Oh,
here.
yeah.
That
That'd
would
be
be
great.
great.
I'm
That'd
going
be
to
fun.
start looking today
Yeah.
All right,
because I'm not going to chapel.
All right. Well, you've been listening to Headmaster's Corner.
Thanks for listening to Headmaster's Corner, broadcasted live every Wednesday. If you're just now tuning in and missed the episode, check out our YouTube channel at The Voice of the Mountain. And if you want to find out more info about us, head to sasradio.org.